which is Negumereanu versus Kennedy Nzechukwu.
Do you want to take this one?
I'll take this one. Yeah, I like this one.
I was gonna say I could take the next two if that's all right with you.
Yeah, the next two. Yeah, you go for it. Negumereanu, 2-1 so far in the UFC. Finished 10 of his 11 wins, mostly by KO TKO. He was supposed to take on. Oh, this was the guy I was talking about earlier. That was from Ukraine, Ihor Poteria, who was making his UFC debut, Ukrainian fighter, and he was forced to withdraw this week, or last week rather. He took on Aleska Kamor during this little 2-fight winning streak that he's on right now, and it was outstruck 102 to 71 significant strikes. Huge efficiency differential, 68% for Kamor, 36% for Naiku, and somehow it was a split decision for Naiku, but I really wasn't impressed. And then he went on to start Ike Villanueva in a minute and 20 seconds, which is just going to happen. That's Ike Villanueva shouldn't have been there to begin with. He's taken on Kennedy Nzechukwu, who's former heavyweight, 6'5", 83-inch reach, 3-2 in his last 5, including one of the best comebacks of the year when he KO'd Carlos Olberg after just getting demolished for like 3 rounds. He also has a very well-aged loss to Paul Craig from 2019. And Nzechukwu was beating Craig for the better parts of 2 rounds, and Craig went 1 for 16 on takedowns and still ended up getting the submission. All he needed was that 1 takedown. But that fight was in the bag for Nzechukwu. Very impressive over a guy that's very good and a veteran. He's not the most technical striker in the world. His speed is not that good either, but he's got serious power and he's very green to the sport. He only moved to the US in 2010 and he didn't start training MMA till 2015. And I know this is on short notice, but I think Nzechukwu has a solid chance here.
So you taking him?
Hell yeah.
I'm going to have to go the opposite way. I can't trust Kennedy Nzechukwu with anything. Let's see. I was huge on Carlos Olberg going into that fight. Didn't work out, even though he got 146 strikes to his head in that fight. And then, like an idiot, I backed him against Danilo Marquez, but I also backed him against Da Un Jung, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, Da Un Jung showed why he sucks. Or
Da Un Jung is just so good.
I like him. Yeah. I'm not that Kennedy sucks. It's that fucking Kennedy is very unreliable. To deal with betting at least. He's got that ridiculous 83-inch reach. Doesn't really use it at all. It's very it's pretty upsetting. It's pretty upsetting. Nick Negumereanu. I'm not saying that again. I'm just gonna call him Nick. He won his last 2. That fight against Alexa Kamur was it was super close, but he did stop Ike Villanueva in that last fight. I'm not going to touch this fight with a 10-foot pole, but I'm going to take Nikolai Negumereanu. I think that's how you say it.
Close enough. I think it's Negumereanu. It's something tough to pronounce.
Yeah, I just don't even want to pronounce this ever again. So
they're like competing for like the hardest name to fucking pronounce in this fight.
I can actually pronounce Kennedy Nzechukwu, no problem, really.
Yeah. Are we even saying that right though? And I know he's been around forever, and I know the guy.
Nzechukwu.
Who knows if I'm fucking saying his name right? Look at it.
Who knows, man?
What the fuck's going on?
Who knows?
A W, a K, a Z. Come on. It's throwing me through a loop. But we are going to disagree again. Dan's going to go with Nick Negumereanu. I'm going to go with Kennedy Nzechukwu.